Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Coco Hensher. Today's episode takes us to the commissioning of the North Central Skill Acquisition Center, which is essentially established to contribute to the food security agenda of the government of our dear country, and also meets the requirements of the scheme in regards to orientation feeding, as well as the scheme's kit requirement, and also to meet the larger objectives of the scheme in the terms of training and empowerment of the youths. Stay with us. We will be right back. On the news today, DG inaugurates new staff quarters in Ondo Camp. The NYSC Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, has inaugurated a senior staff quarters constructed at the Ondo State Orientation Camp, Ikare Akoko. The facility, which contains 9 ensuite rooms, was constructed by the State Secretariat of the scheme with support from the National Directorate Headquarters. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Ibrahim commended the state coordinator, Mrs. Victoria Nnenna Ane, for her thoughtfulness in putting up the edifice, adding that the initiative was well in line with his administration's policy on the welfare of corps members and staff. He also expressed delight at the enthusiasm of staff of the Secretariat who had contributed towards the completion of the project, saying it was a demonstration of unity of purpose. Steer clear of politics, DG admonishes corps members. NYSC Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, has warned corps members not to partake in partisan politics as the 2023 general elections draw near. He, however, advised them that they should serve as unbiased electoral umpires anytime they are called upon to serve as electoral officers. He stated this while debriefing the 2022 Batch A Stream 2 corps members in a nationwide virtual address at the end of their 3 weeks orientation exercise. The DG admonished them to allow the lessons learned during the orientation course to guide them during and after the service year. Brigade Commander hailed NYSC on unity development. The Commander 32 Artillery Brigade of the Nigerian Army Akure, Brigadier General M. Adamu, has lauded the contributions of the NYSC to national unity and development. He made the remark when he received the Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, who paid him a courtesy visit. Adamu, who noted that the scheme was a veritable platform for installing the spirit of patriotic service in the youth, commended corps members serving in the brigade for adding value through their primary assignment. Welcome back. Before we take you to the commissioning, we have to remind you that you can catch up on the activities of the NYSC when you tune in to NYSC TV on TSTV channel 365 and NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. Please enjoy the commissioning of the North Central Skill Acquisition Center, NYSC Bakery, garment and water factories located inside the NYSC Orientation Camp, Nasarawa State, Kefi, which held on April 4th, 2022.
The NYSC Ventures Management and Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Programs are essentially established to contribute to food security agenda of government in their country, meet a high percentage of NYSC requirements for orientation feeding and the scheme's kit requirement, as well as meet the larger objectives of the NYSC scheme in areas of training and empowerment of youth for self-reliance and explore the vast opportunities that could address the scourge of unemployment among youth population in Nigeria, among other lofty objectives. Indeed, we must congratulate the Director General of the National Service Corps for reinvigorating the NYSC Ventures and Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, SAED, in line with the provisions of NYSC Act for greater impact. While expressing gratitude to you all for honoring our invitation to be part of this historic occasion.
The Director of Ventures Management, Prince Mohammed Momo, in his introductory remarks, made mention that the garment factory would contribute immensely to the scheme's strides towards self-sufficiency in kit production.
In this complex being commissioned today are the North Central Skill Acquisition Center, the NYSC Bakery, garment and table water factories. It is imperative to mention that the garment factory is equipped with 100 industrial sewing machines and other machines needed for the production of high-quality kit items to be supplied for use by corps members. This factory will immensely contribute to the scheme's strides towards self-sufficiency in kit production. The water factory has 3 packaging lines for production of sachet water, as well as PET and dispenser bottled water. The factory equally has a state-of-the-art water treatment plant for effective removal of sediments, microbes as under impurities, so as to ensure the production of colorless, odorless, and tasteless water. In the bakery, we have installed modern oven and other equipment required for the production of health-enriching bread. It is instructive, however, to note that the products of our bakery and water factory will be supplied to orientation camps in line with our mandate and also sold to the general public.
NYSC Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, in his address spoke about the new Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Center, representing another giant stride in management efforts to deepen the impact of the SAED program. The Director General also stated that over 1 billion naira generated through this NYSC Ventures was paid into the federal government coffers for the years 2020 and 2021, which is the first time the NYSC is remitting revenue to the federal government.
The execution of this project is in line with one of my cardinal programs, which is to reinvigorate the NYSC Ventures and the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAED in line with the NYSC Act for greater impact. Both are very important, especially in the light of prevailing economic realities. While the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program is geared towards empowering corps members for self-empowerment and wealth creation, the NYSC Ventures, comprising agro-based and other businesses, are meant to play multiple purposes of providing part of our kit items and other essentials for the conduct of orientation course, in addition to serving as a source of revenue and training grounds for our corps members. Our priority attention to the development of the ventures is particularly in line with the federal government policies on food security and diversification of the economy through optimization of the nation's potentials in all sectors. I am also pleased to inform this gathering that our sustained focus on revamping the NYSC Ventures is bearing impressive results, as over 1 billion naira generated through these resources was paid to the federal government coffers for the year 2020 and 2021. This is the first time the NYSC is remitting revenue to the federal government, an achievement that has earned us commendation from high authorities, including the National Assembly. The new garment factory, the NYSC Bakery and Water Factory, which were inaugurated today, are indicative of our commitment to expanding our revenue generation platforms. They will also serve as additional training revenues for corps members enrolling for relevant vocational skills under the SAED program. At this point, I wish to call on the NYSC officers saddled with the responsibility of management of the SAED Center and the factories to justify the confidence reposed in them by being hardworking, and honest in their dealings. I also urge you to safeguard the equipment, especially by ensuring high standard of maintenance at all times. On our part as management, we will provide all the necessary support for effective running and sustainability of the ventures. I thank you immensely for listening, and God bless you all.
The representative of the Managing Director of Access Bank PLC and the Managing Director, Capital Express Assurance Limited, congratulated the Director General and the NYSC for commissioning the center and made mention that the scheme is the truest expression of national integration, of which they're always keen to support.
For us, the NYSC is the truest expression of national integration and our ideals for national development. And it's something that we are keen to support in every form and in every way. And that is why, for some time now, over 6 or 8 years now, Access Bank has supported everything that we do in the NYSC. Today, we are inaugurating a center here, which is the third in line that we have helped to build. The first in Kazaure, in the northeast, the second in Gombe, in the northwest, and today we are here to commission the one in the north central. Over the next 2 years, we will build the centers in the southwest, in Ekiti, the southeast, and the south-south. And this is something that we are committed to, because as a bank, as the largest bank in this country by customer base, it's a thing of pride for us to support youth empowerment and economic development. Our partnership with the NYSC is not for 1 year or 5 years or 10 years. It is as long as it takes for us to really empower our youth and to build and to drive financial inclusion and national development. I thank you all, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that this center will truly live up to the objectives that it is being built to drive. Thank you very much.
Our Capital Express Assurance, the crux of our vision is to be able to touch every household that we meet, especially through the youth. We are a youth-oriented organization, and as much as possible, we do most of our things tailored towards the youth. We are happy for this center. We are happy to be a partner. We are happy to be a part of this. We've been a part of NYSC for quite a while, and we want to let you know that we'll continue to partner with this organization. I want to congratulate the Director General of NYSC for this feat, for commissioning this place today, and we'll let you know that this is not going to be one-off. This partnership is not going to be one-off. We'll continue to be there to be a support to NYSC, even in all other areas that we can actually bring value to the lives of our youth. This center, and indeed other centers across the nation handled by NYSC, will give birth to entrepreneurs that will also be employers of labor. That is what we need in our country, creating entrepreneurs that would indeed be employers of labor in the future. So once again, congratulations to the DG, to the entire management of NYSC, and to the entire NYSC. We wish you all the best.
The Emir of Lafia and the Emir of Kefi gave their royal blessings and appreciated the efforts of the DG, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, for setting up a right path for others to follow and investing in the future of the youth.
Our son, we want to say to you, you have done us proud. You have done very well, excellently well. You have set a pace that anyone coming after you will have to work very hard to meet up with your feet in the national service. This country, I am sure, will remember your tenure as the Director General of the National Service. But for us in Nasarawa State, we have given one of our best, our son, the Director General. The youth of this country are entrusted onto your hands. And today we are gathered here with your kind of visionary leadership that you have provided the service to say that there is a future for the youth of this country. It is not altogether hopeless. as some of them might think about, that after acquiring their education, not so much is expected from the country that has trained them. Our son has done it, and we call upon other people that have opportunity of life, like our son, to also come out with visionary ideas that will help our youth.
We are proud of you. I am very sure the Army are proud of you. You have set the pace for everybody to come and learn from you. You have also fought seriously, and you are still fighting the poverty in our community, in the state, and in the country in general. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God give you better place so that you can serve this nation better. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
The chairman, NYSC National Governing Board, Ambassador Fatima Bala, spoke about how the scheme has metamorphosed into training youths, not only to become good citizens, but to become self-reliant and employers of labor. She also congratulated the NYSC for commissioning the center and applauded the efforts of the Director General.
You will agree with me that at this time, with the global meltdown in the world, that this is what is needed. In the last 3 years, under the leadership of Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, the scheme have grown in bounds due to the many interventions that were introduced by him to better the workings of the scheme. I personally believe the management of the NYSC should be applauded for their role in mentoring thousands of youth, Nigerian youth, year in, year out, as a result of which we are beginning to have a group of young Nigerians that are focused, driven to excel, and very patriotic. I believe with the commissioning of this new edifice, the scheme will, at the end of the year, pay in even more revenue to the federal government. It is my hope and prayer that these premises will be managed diligently and that more core members and host communities will take advantage of the nearness of the facility to improve themselves by learning different vocational skills that could make them self-sufficient.
The National Chairman, APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, applauded the efforts of the NYSC in terms of national integration and prayed for the efforts of the Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, to be sustained.
The most important objective is the fact of the need to integrate Nigerians, because that is identified for quite some time now as the problems which is confronting the unity of this great country. And it was thought that the best way to arrest that predicament was to catch them young, catch Nigerians young. And there's no better place to do so than our young Nigerians graduating from various institutions that qualify to serve in the national NYSC. They come from different parts of the country. And some of them have never dreamt they will be in Kefi. They found themselves in Kefi. And you have to find an atmosphere that's conducive for them to serve and inculcate the spirit of the service. The acquisition of the skills, which is so critical because the government is not in a position today to give employment to every copper after graduating. It's just not there. When we are going to secondary school, by the time you finish secondary school, they're just waiting for you to come home and serve. It's not the same story today. If you are a graduate, you are like God sent in those days. So the situation has changed. The population of those requiring employment is gone beyond anybody's imagination at this point in time. So this kind of initiative is most commendable. Some of them that you hear names of today have gone through that kind of thing, small-scale enterprises. You are proud yourself, you are serving yourself, you are sustaining yourself, and you are also able to provide opportunity for others to come and work and get employment from you. It is my prayer that this effort will be sustained, and if it is, Nigeria will be better for it.
The Nasarawa State Governor, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, has commended the NYSC Director General, Major General Shuaibu Ibrahim, for taking the scheme to greater heights with his innovations.
I also want to thank you and the NYSC as a whole for the opportunity of citing such a project right here in Nasarawa State. Indeed, you have several options and you selected our state. These projects, like you have, are totally in line with our vision for technical and vocational education, skill acquisition, and entrepreneurship. The need for us not only to acquire a degree, but to acquire a skill. So with this, I want to thank you for your vision, for redefining and reinvigorating the NYSC as a whole. You have done wonderful. I have attended several of your events, one of which was the opportunity to visit the NYSC museum that you have. And without mixing words, just like the Emir of Lafia has mentioned, it doesn't matter how many years the NYSC continues to remain, the fact will be your signature will be there. And whoever comes, so many people actually came and left as the DGs of NYSC. That's why they said, if you don't know where you are going, any road will take you there. I think you knew your road, you knew your destination. It was NYSC. You came in, you redefined it, you integrated it. You set up a museum. You set up acquisition centers all across the country. And today, you are so lucky you have been able actually to have NYSC now generating revenue and returning the revenue to the federal government for the first time in the history of NYSC. So you have indeed redefined this. So I want to assure you that by the grace of God, we will not only patronize the products you are having here as a state, we will find ways to work together as a team. The people who are coming, to acquire the skills are likely going to get jobs and work just next door, right here. This is the unity we are talking about that General Gowon had in mind, and our founding fathers had in mind, and this is the dream we all continue to carry, and I want to thank you for driving that dream. I thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Engineer Abdullahi Sule commissioned the ultra-modern multi-million naira NYSC North Central Skill Acquisition Center, NYSC Bakery, garments and water factories located inside the National State Orientation Camp, Kefi.
We thank him for bringing us here together to be part and parcel of this history for our state, and by extension, the history for our nation. We pray that as we commission this project, it will be useful not only to the beneficiaries, but to the communities where this is set. So in the name of God Almighty, I commission this project.
Welcome back. The Skill Acquisition Center is a pivotal part of the NYSC as it will help train core members in different skill areas and empower them to be self-reliant and employers of labor. Don't forget to tune into NYSC TV on TSTV channel 365 and NYSC Radio 88.3 FM. This is where we draw the curtain on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. Remember, the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Coco Henshaw. Stay safe.